give me a really good feeling all day long.
Hey babes, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya and today's video is going to be a glam makeup tutorial for like dark skinned women. You can also use it if you're not dark skinned women, but this is specifically for dark skinned women because I have dark skin. So let's get into the video. I'm trying out some new stuff today, but I'm gonna go into like my technique and like everything. I'm getting ready for one of like our grad school soiree. It's like a spring soiree. I've never been to one of those before, so we're gonna see how it goes, but I'm gonna bring you guys in closer so we can just get right on into it. Okay, so let's first start off. So what I like to do is I like to take this MAC Prep and Prime in it's a Fix Plus spray, and I like to start off with this as like my base. Okay, and then I like to then take the Urban Decay All Nighter spray. This is like to keep your makeup on literally all night. I feel like it really works for me all day and all night. I love how it looks. Okay, and so I usually use the Time Check lotion by MAC as my primer, but today we're gonna try out something new. I got a little mini version of the Fenty Beauty primer. This is the Pro Filter Mattifying Primer Base. I wanted to get the one that was like the filter one, I don't know, like soft filter or something like that. They didn't have it, so I decided to try out this one, so we're gonna see. I use Fenty on my face, so like as my foundation, so I feel like hopefully it won't break me out and we should be good. But this is like what the little applicator looks like. Super pretty. So let's see. Okay, it's like more like a lotiony texture. Interesting. No, it's not bad. It kind of smells like, it's a little sweet. It's not like particularly tacky or anything. Yeah, don't hate this. I like it so far. Like, it's got a little tackiness to it actually. Okay, we'll see how this goes. My eyebrows aren't done, so usually your eyebrows are just going to be a lot harder when they're not done, but it's okay. We're gonna get into it and I'm gonna try to do my best. So I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade in the shade Ebony, and I'm gonna take this Morphe E29 brush. And so what I do is I brush up all of my eyebrow hairs as much as I can. They're a little curly, so I brush them all up on both sides, so I have an idea of my natural brow line. Okay, and then I open up my pomade, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to dip my brush in here and try to get off like the little bit of excess. And so what I'm doing is I'm just following my natural brow line, and I'm gonna make a line, follow the line underneath my brow like that. Let's get a little closer probably. We're already pretty close, but just so you guys can get a better look. So I'm just following my natural brow line all the way to the end, pretty much like that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on top and I'm gonna follow that line. Don't go in the very beginning though. Leave this part in the very, very beginning. And I'm just going to draw this line at the top and connect it just like that. And I'm gonna fill in that tail first, and then I'm gonna fill in everything between those two lines by making motions where I go up. So I'm just making a stroke up, stroke up, stroke up, just like that, and then a stroke down to fill in the tail. So all we're doing is filling it in, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend it by using my spoolie and then brushing upwards, just upward strokes. And this is going to show me where I need to fill in some more, where things are good, just like that. And I'll do like just a tiny bit of strokes in the front, but nothing crazy because you want to leave that very natural. So this is what we're working with. It looks pretty good to me. Let's do this next side right here. It's going to be that same thing. Drawing that line below like that. Drawing the line at the top to connect, and then upward strokes. sometimes it gets a little bit more pigmented than you want it to. You're just gonna brush up. And like I kind of overlined a little bit at the top so you guys could see this is much darker. There's a lot going on in comparison. That just happens sometimes. We're gonna clean it up with concealer, or actually, yeah, this is gonna be concealer. We're gonna use concealer to clean it up, so it should be fine. But you want to be mindful of how much you have on your brush, so you don't have to do as much cleaning up. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it here, or it's gonna become like a giant mess. I'm gonna fill in this part a little bit more just to make it a bit darker to match. Okay, so from here, again, brush all your hairs upwards, and then I'm going to take, this is the Fenty Beauty concealer in the shade 400. And I'm going to take my flat eyebrow brush, I think this is eyebrow brush, and it's a Morphe brush in M432, and I'm going to take some product right off of the brush, and we're gonna start with this one first so we can figure out how to fix her. So we're going to go underneath and clean up those areas like that. So clean up and try to get a good sharp line for the most part. It's not gonna be perfect, especially if your eyebrows aren't done, but we're gonna try. I'm gonna do that same thing at the top and clean my brows up. Okay, I made them a little thin there, but it's not the worst thing ever. Not perfect, but not bad. And you kind of want to blend out that concealer that's right there, so it doesn't give you like a ton of trouble later on. What I even do is I'm going to take my Real Tech, oh no, this is actually the Morphe sponge, but I really like the actual Beauty Blender or the Real Techniques one. This one's okay, and I'm going to just blend with this sponge around those edges. Okay, and then we're gonna do the same thing. Try to make it even. It's not the end of the world though, but try your best. Okay, so it's not 100% perfect, but it's a lot better, you know, after I've cleaned them up. So I'm gonna do the same thing and try to blend it out with my sponge. Okay, pretty good. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this NYX brow gel. This is the NYX tinted brow mascara in the color Espresso. And I like to use tinted brow mascara just so that I can fix any of the areas that I didn't like perfectly do, and then also keep my brows in place. This is especially important when your eyebrows are not like done and cleaned up. So I'm just going to brush upwards with this brush, and I feel like it makes it look like a bit more natural again when you do this like that. So again, my eyebrows are not perfect, but they will do. So I'm gonna take my Urban Decay eyeshadow. My Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I used to use this all the time. A lot of people say that you don't need eyeshadow primer. I beg to differ. Like, I have oily eyelids, and I feel like this is the only thing that really keeps eyeshadow on my face, on my eyes. So I'm gonna take the eyeshadow primer and I'm gonna put this right on my lids. Try to get a nice base, and then I usually just use my own, my fingers to just blend it in. I feel like this formula might have changed. I don't remember it looking or feeling like this, so hopefully it still works. It feels really oily and not tacky, so it's giving they changed the formula, but I guess we're gonna find out. Okay, let's see, what palette do we want to use today? Okay, so I'm gonna take the Morphe 35OM palette, and I'm going to set my eyelids and set this primer that I just put on. So I'm just going to take this, let's see, I'm just going to take this shadow right here, and I'm just going to set it on my eyelids. And I'm taking this e.l.f. brush and just set. I feel like it's really important to set your primer with powder, whether that's eyeshadow powder or some other kind of powder, but just some powder. Okay, it feels a little bit more tacky as I'm putting shadow on there. Okay, so this is our base. We're going to go with like a pretty easy and simple look. So I'm going to take, okay, no, we're gonna take this shade right here, and I'm gonna put this right into my crease. And I'm just gonna blend that into my crease. And I'm basically just doing like windshield wiper motions and like little circular motions to blend as I'm applying the color. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this blending brush, and I'm just, and I'm just gonna blend a little bit more. And I'm gonna start packing this color in by using tapping motions, so I can really get this color applied. And then I'm going to blend it using circular motion. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Windshield wiper motions. Okay, I feel like this is a good base. I think I just want to like pack on a little bit more. Yeah. So now I'm gonna take this e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, and then I'm gonna take this brown right here, and I'm going to put this on in my corners, my inner corners, like right here, and my outer corners, and I'm just going to start building this brown up. So I'm gonna tap it in, and then I'm gonna go back and forth motions. So tap it in, and then back and forth motions like this, and then I'm gonna blend that. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing in this corner right here, tapping it in. I'm gonna go back in with that same color I had in the beginning, and going over that area like that. Okay, really subtle, blended really well. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so this is what we're working with. What we're gonna do from here is take one of my favorite palettes, which is the Lorac Pro 2 palette. I love these shadows. This is amazing. I need to buy another Lorac palette because it's just so good. So what I'm gonna do from here is I'm going to take this golden shade right here, and I'm going to tap into it with my flat brush, and I'm going to spray it with the MAC Fix Plus spray. And then I'm going to apply this right in the center where I didn't have any shadow. And I'm just gonna apply it like this first, just tapping it in. And then I'm going to try to blend it with these like subtle motions right here. So I'm just tapping it and blending it so it looks super seamless like that. We're gonna do the same thing, go back in right on top. Really, really pretty. I'm gonna try to blend and soften it a bit. Be careful though. Okay, I don't want to like muddy it up too much, so I think I'm just gonna tap that brown right on top like this. It gets messy sometimes, but remember, lashes are going to fix everything. If you remember that, everything will be fine. Okay, boom. We're gonna stop here for now. I'm just gonna wipe off any excess. I'm gonna take these lashes. So I think we're gonna do these lashes that I have and this lash pack that I got from Amazon. I'm gonna have it linked below. It's probably gonna be an affiliate link. All of these might be affiliate links. Just check below if you want to see anything that I got that I'm using. So I've got these lashes right here. I think I'm gonna use those. So I'd like to take the Star Glue. This is the clear, and I'm going to apply my lashes on really quickly. Let me know if you guys want a whole tutorial on how to apply lashes, but that's not gonna be in this video. Oh, actually, I think I'm gonna do these lashes over here. These are super cute. We'll do these, yeah. Okay, so we've got the eyes done. Here are the eyes. Eyes are good. They're done. Like I told you guys, your eyelashes are gonna they're gonna cover most stuff. So if you made any mistakes, don't start over. Fix it as best as you can. Like, I could have blended this a bit better. I'm not used to wearing as much eyeshadow. I'm not even used to wearing like lashes so much. I can actually feel my lashes. Usually I can't, which is crazy for me right now. But you know, it's life and we move. So I'm going to zoom you guys out again because we're about to do face. So we're gonna do the base. So let's get into it. I think it looks good. It's not perfect, but I think it looks really good. What do you guys think? And what I do, ladies, this is better if you get like the little brush on eyelash glue, but I always put this in my purse just in case. Put your eyelash glue and a little bit of tweezers or whatever in your purse just in case your lashes start to lift. Okay, so I think we're good. Let's get into it. So hold on just a second. I have eyelash glue all over me. Let me like get a makeup wipe. Sometimes it's good to periodically like wipe the excess off of you because I just feel like I've got a lot going on here. Okay, so I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation, and this is in the shade 430. This is like my summer color. I am a mix right now between my 430 and my 420, but I'd rather be on the like err on the side of caution. So we're gonna do my 430. It says to shake well, and I'm realizing I never do that, so let's try that out. And I'm also going to take my new brush, which is this Morphe brush in the shade M6. Am I gonna take this brush? Oh, the more that I look at it, I have like other purposes for this brush, but it's okay. We're gonna take this, and I'm just going to apply it on my hand. We'll start with 2 pumps, and I'm gonna dip it into the brush, and I'm just gonna start applying it onto my face like this. Let's see, how are we feeling about this brush so far? The brush is okay. It's not doing anything like wonderful. I think I would like this better using it with powder, which is kind of what I thought when I first started it. Like if I was gonna do a full powder foundation base, I think I would use this brush. Yeah, because it's like soaking up a lot of product. Like girl, we did 2 pumps and we only did half our face. And we don't even have the coverage of 2 pumps right now. Interesting. Okay, very interesting. I gotta do a whole nother pump. I mean, it's blending pretty though. The test is gonna see how it blends around my forehead. It's right on here where I have like product from my edges. This is the test. Okay, we need to do another pump. So we're at like 4 pumps right now. It's kind of a lot. I'm not gonna hold you. That's kind of a lot. Okay, it's doing pretty good around my forehead. And we're gonna do the ears, Okay, and then we're gonna take it down my neck. It's okay. The brush is cool. I'm not gonna use it again with the liquid foundation. I mean, I blended out okay. I kind of feel like it took a while and it wasn't like super efficient. And I don't think I have like the best of coverage. So I'm gonna take my blending brush. I'm gonna take 1 more pump. So I can get down to my neck really good. Like that, yeah. See, this is so much more effective. And if I had my beauty blender, it would blend even better. Love that. And then I'm just gonna go around my face with the rest. But I love this finish of like the brush and then the powder. I mean, the brush and then the sponge. I just think it looks so good. And I'm just tapping it in. I'm not dragging it or anything. Just tapping it. Just like this. Okay, so that's giving me like that full coverage that I was looking for. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, let's see, I think I wanna take this MAC concealer in the color NC45. And I still like to do the triangle method. I know the girls aren't in love with that anymore, but we'll start with this concealer first. And then I'm gonna do my nose. So I do like a triangular motion, or like a triangular like pattern, and then I do my nose. And then recently I started getting back into doing above my lip and on my chin. So I'm gonna take my beauty blender, not my beauty blender, my beauty sponge. I'm gonna take my beauty sponge and I'm just gonna tap that in to blend it out. This is cute, but I don't know if we did all that much with it. Let's do it again. I mean, let's finish blending it out. Okay, so I like to take the side that I was already using for my foundation, and I like to tap it right on top just to like marry those colors together. Okay, I think I'm going to take this e.l.f. the 16-hour Camel Concealer Matte Finish in Deep Chestnut, and I'm gonna just go right on top of that. Oh, let's use our new one because that one feels like it's dragging. Yeah, do that one right on top. And so the reason why I started doing my chin and my upper lip again is just to make everything like that needed to be highlighted connect together, like to marry them all together. That's what you want, everything on your face to like seamlessly go. So I wanted it here and here. Like, I just wanted it to be really seamless. Yeah, I love the way that that concealer just added that little like extra bit that I needed. I'm trying to get really up in there, make sure everything that's supposed to be blended is blended. That. I'm noticing there's like a bit more texture on my face today, which is fine, you know. You have days when they're like more textured, and so I'm just going to really try to get this into my face really nicely. I think that I'm noticing a little bit more texture from that brush too. We tried something new. This is where we are. I feel like I low-key have a little bit of bags, but I didn't get the best of rest, so that could be why. I also kind of feel like sometimes when you have big lashes, they sort of like create shadows, but that's okay. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna take this AOA Perfect Studio powder, and this is the matte translucent powder. It is a white powder. I've tried the banana powder thing. I don't have like super strong opinions on it. So I'm going to tap my beauty blender, or my beauty sponge, excuse me, and I'm going to get a little bit of the white and knock off some of the excess, and I'm going to tap it directly into my skin, just like this. And so I keep tapping it until like it's blended into my skin, and I do this right where I've added that concealer, and I just tap it right in. Do the same thing on my nose. This is what helps with creasing on my concealer, helps it keep it from creasing. And so the reason I don't bake is because I feel like baking leaves like a really harsh like finish. I feel like it's too light, but I think this really helps not have such like those like lines of demarcation, you know. So I really tap it into the skin, and I do the same thing above my lip, and I do like my smile line sometimes too. I'm really tapping that in like that. Okay, from here I'm gonna take my Fenty Beauty powder in the shade 420. This is the Pro Filter soft matte powder foundation, and I'm taking this fluffy brush, the Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm just going to tap this into my skin just like this. I'm not dragging it or anything, I'm just tapping it into my skin like this. And this helps just like set my face, set all the things that I put on my face, but it also really helps with getting all those colors like married together and looking like in cohesion, so that you can't look at my face and be like, damn, what the fuck is going on with all those colors, you know. And I'm gonna do the same thing on my neck. On my neck, I drag it down just a little bit to buff it in to the rest of my face. As you guys can see, get a little bit of those ears. Okay, and so from here, what I'm going to do, because we're doing is like Glam. I think what we're gonna do is I have to be so careful with this. This is the Beauty Bakery Bite Size Snackaroon bronzer and the color Perfect Blend. This is what it looks like. Let me open it up so you guys can see better. Oh, the other way. Oh no, like this. This is super pigmented, so I have to be so careful with this. Take such a light hand, like this, and then I'm gonna suck my cheeks in, like that. Yeah, I'm gonna suck my cheeks in like this, and then put it in here, and I start at the top. Like that. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. Not even adding more product. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing on my jawline and around my forehead. Okay, just like this. For blush today, oh actually what I want to do before that is I'm going to take that same brush. I'm not going to add any more product, but I'm just going to blend that in like this. Circular motions and just blend that in. I love when everything is just super seamless. That, so it looks together. Like we don't want it like any like ridiculously harsh lines. Anything like that. Okay. So from there, I'm going to take this Sephora Trio Face Palette, and I'm taking this like darker like blush color right there, and I'm just going to use this on my cheeks like that. I smile and I just get it on there. I like to have a pretty good amount of blush like that. Again, sometimes I'll go back, blend it in. From here, I'm gonna take my little highlighter brush, and I'm gonna take this highlighter that's right in that palette. It's like a golden, I think golden highlighter on black woman is just like chef's kiss. And I'm just going to highlight this area right here, this, my nose here, like that. And it's just like this really gorgeous but subtle highlight. It looks so good. And one of my favorite things, like I said, I love when everything's married together. Like I told you guys, I love when everything's like married together. So I'm going to take this and put this right in my inner corner, just like this. So we have like all these same colors coming together on my face. Super pretty. So I love the way this looks. I think it looks super good. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to take this Max Fix Plus spray and I'm gonna spray it. Then I'm gonna quickly get my little fan and help myself let it dry. This is what like keeps things from looking so powdery and like cakey. This is like what's gonna help give more of like that skin. Okay, then from there, I'm gonna take this same thing, all-nighter spray to finish us out, and fan, okay? Love this. Now I'm gonna take this Merit Beauty mascara. This is the Perfect Black Lengthening Mascara, and I'm just gonna use these to do my bottom lashes. Like that. I've got a long night ahead of me, so I'm gonna take this brown lip liner. This is in the color Hot Cocoa, and I'm gonna line my lips like that. And then I'm going to take your girl's Old Faithful Ruby Woo by MAC. I don't care what anybody says. I think that this is the perfect red lipstick. It looks good on everyone. It has a blue hue to it. I know if you guys have been on YouTube for a while, you guys have heard so much about, or just like in life, have heard so much about this red lipstick. I literally I don't think it matters what your skin tone is. This lipstick looks good on you. So this is the lipstick that I'm taking. And I'm just gonna put this right on my lips. Done. Sometimes if I have like a napkin or something, I'll blot it. I don't have one right now, but this is the final look. Let's get closer so you guys can see everything. Okay, this is the look. I'm gonna go put on my dress and show you guys like the final, what everything looks like together, and then I'm gonna be on my way. Okay, so this is the final look. I've got my hair down, I've got my dress and heels on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, babes.